Can you imagine a Republican and a Democrat cooperating? Almost sounds impossible in today's world, right? Well, to answer that question, I created a social experiment, disguised it into a game show. Sounds weird, but trust me, it works. And now I'm traveling across the nation to put it to the test with regular people like me and you. Today, we're in Pittsburgh with Angie, a Trump-supporting Republican.
He secured the southern border just 4 years ago. We are much better off.
And Michele, who volunteered for the Harris campaign.
Committed to making sure that reproductive rights are the same.
These two contestants have to work together,
Answering trivia questions ranging from pop culture and geography.
Yes! You rock!
To other more contentious topics.
$750 as FEMA relief. What is that going to help with?
Myths, lies that are being told.
And every time they get a question wrong, not only do they lose money, but there are other, let's call them splashy consequences.
in the end, there's a final twist. What to do with the money in the pot?
And these two contestants with very different points of view have to make the ultimate decision. Are they going to share that money, or will they steal it and betray the other person who, after all, voted for the politician that they blame for all the horrible things that are happening in America?
You're super sweet. I feel kind of bad.
What would you do? Tell me in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep making more episodes of Bridge or Splash. And now, let's see what happened. Welcome to Bridge or Splash. We are in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with Angie and Michele. And just to reconfirm, this is the first time that you are meeting, correct?
Yes.
Angie, why don't you introduce yourself to Michele?
Hi, I'm Angie. I'm from West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour north of here.
Okay.
I have 3 grown children. I'm a healthcare administrator. I like to garden and go thrifting.
Lovely. Now it's your turn.
I'm Michele. I'm about 5 minutes away in the south side of Pittsburgh, and I was almost late. I live here with my husband, Peter, and we have 2 college-age kids. I just left my job, so I'm a homemaker.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, as you know, this is not your typical game show. In this game, you are both on the same team, starting off with $1,000 in the pot. The goal is to build a bridge across this table. To get pieces off that bridge, you need to answer a trivia question. If you get it right, you get the piece and the money stays intact. If you get it wrong, you're going to lose some money, and not only that, because you're going to get splashed.
But it's not river water.
It is not. That was actually a question that Michele
That was a deal
had.
breaker.
We actually have drinkable water.
There we go.
Not saying that you should open your mouth, but just in case you swallow something, it's safe.
Okay.
Ready to play Bridge or Splash?
Yes.
Yes.
Here's your first question that comes with the risk of losing $100. What is the largest continent in the world? Is it A, Asia, B, Africa, C, Europe, or D, Antarctica?
Asia.
Asia's big.
Asia's big.
Africa's big. Europe is
Africa's-
definitely not Europe.
Not Europe. No. Antarctica.
I think it covers the whole top of the world or the bottom of the world, one of those two. And I think nobody ever looks at it.
The only other one would be Asia. But I mean, that was your
Crap.
But
first reaction.
So what was yours?
I'm,
was your
not,
first
I'm
one?
not a geography
Yeah, me-
person. I think Antarctica too. It's really
It's just
unexplored.
I just feel like you were thinking
Jump
something else.
No, I
No?
was just. I had that just blank look on my face. Sorry, I have that all the
time.
You thought I was thinking, but there was nothing happening there.
Then do we want to go with D, Antarctica?
Let's just go with Antarctica.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry if
good
I'm
with
wrong.
that. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Now I really
So-
regret saying that first.
Well, please meet your splashers.
Oh no!
Well, we don't know yet. Splashers, get ready. The right answer is
I'm holding my breath.
I know, me
like,
too.
I can't do it that long.
A, Asia. I'm so sorry.
Right away with you.
And I was like trying to make you like,
I know.
are you sure?
I was like,
Are you
really? I'm
sure?
almost to Asia.
I'm not answering any more questions. You go first every time.
How are we feeling?
Like I'm not going to open my mouth first.
Well, unfortunately, what this means is that we have to deduct $100 from the pot. You still get the first part
Aw,
of
well, at least
the
we get
bridge.
something.
Hopefully, no more questions wrong. I do want us to get to know each other a little better. Michele, for some reason, you have been living without a kitchen for a while now, right?
Yes. My husband and I have lived in the same house for 25 years, and he's an architect, and we've never renovated our house. We just decided in April, let's do it. And we're still not done.
It's October. Okay.
It's an excuse to always eat out.
Here's the key question, though.
Yep.
When is your kitchen going to be ready?
We don't answer that question because the marriage might get into trouble. We just say soon. I've been saying soon since April.
Okay, well, maybe what you win here today is going to be part of that kitchen
yes,
renovation.
a weekend getaway for me by myself.
Oh, okay. Now, Angie,
Yes.
I know that you are very close to your family.
Yes,
You're
I
both
am.
very close to your families.
Yeah.
But in your case, they were not very supportive of you being a part of this show.
True.
Why?
True. Well, and my mom said too, she was like, you're so old. Why would you want to do this? You know? And I was like, well, why not? And then my kids are like, oh, Mom, this is too much. Like, what are you doing? And
But then when you show them a little video,
I did. I had to show them proof. It was like proof of life. Like, this show exists. Like, this is legit.
and what did your mom say?
After she watched the clip, she was like, you know what? If I was better at trivia, I would be on that show.
Wow.
And I was
Man,
like,
your kids and they cared. Mine were like, okay. In fact, I just had to remind my husband where I was.
I'm at the river, in the river.
The next question also comes with the risk of losing $100 if you get it wrong. But
Okay.
Okay.
fingers crossed you won't.
Okay.
Which of these is not a popular brand of plant-based meat? Is it A, Impossible Foods, B, Down to Earth, C, Boca, or D, Beyond Meat?
Okay, so Impossible is a plant impossible.
And Beyond Meat is
Okay.
those two.
So Down to Earth or Boca. I have never heard of either one of those.
I've never heard of either one of those.
And I'm a meat eater.
I dabbled for a little while, but I don't know. Boca means mouth, doesn't it, in Spanish?
True, I think.
And Down to Earth. Why would you want food that tastes like dirt?
But if it's plant-based,
That's true.
you
Down
know,
to
so
Earth.
Down to Earth.
You get to pick.
Oh. I don't know
I trust you.
anything
I
about
trust
either
you.
one of those. So if we say that Down to Earth is not.
Is that your final answer?
Okay, now he's doing the pause thing. It's your call. Whatever you do. I totally.
Oh, no. Okay.
I have complete faith in you. And if not, so it's the water. What happens?
But I'll be so embarrassed.
I'm already
Well-
gonna be like
Shame to
laughed
the
out of my
family.
house about
Shame to the family. They'll be like, you had one chance.
about fake meat. No offense to all the vegetarians out there.
Okay. You're going to do Boca.
No, I'm gonna make you make the decision.
Okay.
But you have to agree.
Okay, I agree with whatever you said.
All right. Let's do Down to Earth.
Okay. I
Are
agree.
you
I agree.
sure?
Oh my gosh, stop doing that.
Are you
We're
sure?
gonna become best friends.
Okay,
I don't know about him.
Okay. Yes. Down to Earth.
Okay, Downer.
Down to Earth.
Yes.
Okay. Splashers, get ready.
You guys like really enjoy this, don't you?
They're very
I'm not
comfortable.
gonna be friends with them either.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The right answer is B, Down to Earth.
All right, man, we're doing it.
That means that the pot remains at $900 and you
Okay.
get the next piece of the bridge.
She should have this one because she got it right. Can I have the negative 100 because I'm the one who picked it?
I agreed.
I know, but the shame
I'm
should be
in.
mine. The shame should be mine.
Let's take a little pause. I feel like you're a
Okay.
little anxious. Michele, you quit your job, but before you were very busy doing some very important work.
We opened an emergency home here for women who've been sex trafficked and exploited. And they're from the Pennsylvania area, West Virginia, Ohio.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Thank you for that work.
It was a big team effort. So they're open and amazing people are doing wonderful things. We've already had, I think we're at 14. I say we, but I'm not part of the paid team anymore, so I'm still a volunteer.
I'm sure your heart will always be
Always
a
be
part of
with
that.
mission,
Aw, thank you for doing that. And then Angie, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I've been a healthcare administrator for 20 plus years, mostly in the pediatrics, and totally love it. I mean, we were thrown curveballs during COVID. It's great work. That's my passion.
That's awesome.
Thank you for sharing that and for the work that you're both doing. Thank
job,
you.
good job.
Yes. Okay, time for the next question. Are we
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
This one comes with the risk of losing $150. Which of these celebrities has publicly endorsed Donald Trump for the 2024 presidential election? Is it A, Oprah Winfrey, B, Taylor Swift, C, Zachary Levi, or D, Jason Bateman?
It's not the first
Not
two.
the first two.
I don't know if it's Jason Bateman, and I don't know who
Zachary.
Who?
Levi. He was the actor from Shazam,
Shazam.
the movie.
Okay, that's how old I am.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah, I
Right?
love Jason Bateman.
Does he have a
Yeah.
podcast? Him and the guy from Will and Grace, Just Jack, and
Okay.
another
Will Arnett.
from Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
And the three of them talk about stuff, kind of comedy.
Okay. I don't think
I
if
don't-
he has a podcast, I don't think he would endorse
No, I don't think he
anybody just
don't-
because it might
Yeah, I-
interfere with his.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. So let's
Zachary.
Zach Levi.
I think that would be
Whoever this that is, we don't know. Can we see a picture? Do you have a picture of him? I'm really good with faces, so maybe like I would know. We're
Yeah,
gonna go with that.
we're going
we
with
feel
Zachary.
pretty good with that.
Okay, splashers, get ready.
Again,
I know,
you
I
don't
don't
have
know.
to do it with a smile. I feel confident.
Okay, shoulders back. like,
Shoulders
we're
back.
good.
We're
Like
good.
Shazam. Superheroes. Here we go.
The right answer is
You're really mean.
Yeah. I hold my breath. I'm like,
I know.
hold on.
the right answer is C, Zachary Levi.
That's gonna be our signature move. You
That's
did
right.
it. Fist
That's
bump.
right. We got it. We got it. All
I
right.
love it.
Yes.
People
yes.
now know that we can do process of long.
Yes, we can.
Thank God for that podcast.
Let's give this
Yes,
one to
yes,
you.
yes, there you go. You answered it.
Reading. I'm becoming pal.
And that means that the pot remains at $900.
Great. There we go.
Good job.
There we go.
Now, as you know, this is a social experiment where we like to bring people together that perhaps wouldn't normally interact with each other. Michele, why don't you tell us what you're currently volunteering on?
I'm volunteering for the Kamala Harris campaign. I'm really committed to making sure that reproductive rights are the same.
Now, Angie,
Yes, I'll be voting for Trump. I watched the Democratic National Convention. I was really kind of taken back that she didn't really go into her policies very much. Donald Trump, he's talked about his policies. I know at least what I'm getting.
what are the policies from Trump that you like?
He secured the southern border. I'm all for immigration. Through legal methods. My grandmother came as an immigrant, worked hard, so I don't feel he should come in and take advantage of what we've established here. Also, strengthening our military economically. Just 4 years ago, we are much better off.
I also was a little disappointed at the convention. We got to know her, but I kept saying, what about our policies? What? And it's been really pleasant to hear is that they are rolling out her policies.
What goes through your mind when you think about another Trump presidency?
I don't want to wake up again the day after the election to my son with all of his clothes packed in a pillowcase because he's biracial and Trump had been talking about deporting immigrants. There was talk about, blacks, and a lot of his friends in middle school were afraid that they were going to be next. And so at 5:30 in the morning, he stood at my bed sobbing and saying, we have to leave the country, Mom, I'm really afraid.
What you feel when he says some things, I feel that too. I don't condone, as a Trump supporter, his personality, a lot of things that he says that just makes me want to throw up. I have to overlook that and think, what was my life like? Aside from the person with such negative energy sometimes, it's a temporary position as the President of the United States. He is not America. He is just a figurehead for other bodies of government that, are deciding things. And that's what I'm basing my trust in.
For me, living through Trump was the exact opposite. I had friends who died in COVID, a lot of friends in my neighborhood who didn't do well. I have friends who are in the military, very concerned about our rule of law, our democracy being eroded.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And it's
Very passionate.
No, I love it. Thank you for expressing your views in such a respectful and civil manner. Does this affect your ability to cooperate for the next part of the game?
Oh gosh, no, not at all.
I'm glad to hear that. The next part of the game is one of the 2 tests that you're going to have in this social experiment. You have the opportunity to add $250 to the pot by coming together and deciding what nonprofit organization can get $250 as well. You have 4 options to decide from.
Okay.
The NRA, Planned Parenthood, the ACLU, or the Right to Life Association. If you cannot pick one of these nonprofit organizations, you will not win the money and you will be splashed.
Okay.
I have one that I'm thinking of. Planned Parenthood.
Okay. I actually would be good with Planned Parenthood or ACLU because the fact that we just got to exchange those ideas
Right, absolutely.
is what the ACLU stands for.
Right.
And Planned Parenthood, reproductive health. And,
Right. And education.
Yeah. Take the abortion stuff out of it.
Right.
They do a lot of other work that's really
Yes, they do.
needed and really good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
I'm good with that too.
Parenthood?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. All right. Yes. We're going to end up punching each other in the face.
So we are adding $250 to the pot.
That's wonderful.
So that means that your pot stands at $1,150. And
As long as we can dance together.
Yeah,
we can figure it out.
Planned Parenthood will be receiving a $250 donation
Good.
on behalf of the 2 of you. How does that
Yay.
sound?
Great. Thanks.
The next piece of the bridge comes with the risk of losing $150.
Okay.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, what percentage of abortions in the US occurs in the 3rd trimester? Is it A, 1%, B, 11%, C, 22%, or D, 33%?
It's got to be a low number.
It's a low
So either
number.
1 or 11. So in the 3rd trimester, that's that it would be a problem with the fetus.
I mean, I've had 4 miscarriages. So I know that when you get further along, you actually have to deliver.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not, it's delivery is stillbirth.
Sorry you had to go through that.
So 1 or 11.
Right. In the 3rd trimester, it would really,
It's a pretty low
it would
number.
have to be
Just to be
1%.
That's fine.
I really
I do
don't
too.
think.
I think 1.
Yeah, I think.
1.
1%?
I can't imagine 11.
Yeah, I can't 11.
And I'm
11
not-
is a lot.
11 is a lot in the big population. That is a lot. I think it's.
Right, I do too. That's what we're going
We're going with
Final
1.
answer?
Yes.
Finance.
Okay. Splashers, please get ready. The right answer is 1%.
Yeah, here you go. All right. Otherwise, Planned Parenthood was going to give us a call.
Well, the thing is that it's been an issue, especially in this election, that's been talked about. There's abortions after the baby has been delivered, which wouldn't be an abortion.
Right.
It would be
Murder.
It is telling, though, that the number of abortions in the last trimester is so
very
low.
Yeah. Very.
Well, great job answering that question. That
Okay.
means that you get another
Yay.
piece of the bridge.
Look at that. We're getting
And the pot remains at $1,150.
Okay.
Perfect. We have 2 questions left.
All right, we can do this.
Yes,
do this.
you
We're
can
on a
do
roll.
this. The next question comes with the risk of losing $200 from the pot
No
and
problem.
the splash,
We got
which
this.
we don't
As long
want.
as it's not geography, we're good.
According to the New York Times, was Tim Walz really in Hong Kong during the deadly Tiananmen Square protests in 1989, as he claimed several times? Is it A, yes, B, no, but he was in mainland China, C, no, and he was in the United States, or D, it's impossible to know?
It's not A and it's not D.
Right. I think I know this.
Do you know this?
Because
I
maybe.
don't.
Because I watched the debate
Okay.
and Tim Walz was asked specifically about his misspeaking. He said that he was there, he just wasn't. He was on the mainland,
Okay.
but he wasn't there. So I think B is.
I remember I was holding a debate watching party, so I had 100 people and I wasn't paying attention, but I remember they talked about it.
Yeah, they did.
So we're going with your answer.
Final
we
answer?
say
We,
B.
yes.
Yeah, we say B.
Splashers, get ready.
It's like his eyebrows go up and the wind starts.
The right answer is C. No.
That is a lot colder.
I said that was such conviction. Mercy.
No, and he was in the United States,
Okay.
not even in China. We're going to bring the towels.
Here we go. There we go. It's okay.
My dignity.
We gave you some towels.
Thank you. No hot chocolate though.
I know.
That's afterwards. How was that second splash?
Humbling.
Yes.
Very, very humbling.
I feel
That
so
mean-
much better.
You feel better?
Yeah, because I screwed up the first time. And she said it with the same kind of a conviction that I had said.
Here's the thing. The New York Times did an investigation because Tim Walz did go to China in 1989. However, the Tiananmen Square protests started in the spring of '89, ended in June with a horrible massacre. According to news reports from Nebraska, where Tim Walz was at the time, he didn't travel to China until August of that year.
2 months off.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That means that we have to deduct $200 from the pot, but
Yeah, you get that one.
still get the piece.
Shameful.
No, it's not shame. It's not shame. We're just we're learning.
And the pot now stands at $950.
We're good. Yeah.
We're-
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
The final question comes with the risk of losing another $200. I
Okay.
believe in you, okay?
I believe in us.
I believe that we might get wet again.
Hopefully not.
Okay.
How much money can people affected by Hurricane Helene access from FEMA disaster funds to support their recovery? Is it A, nothing, B, $750, C, less than $750, or D, more than $750?
I'm so scared because I think that I heard this on TV, but I don't know what I'm watching or what I'm hearing. The number, the exact number, $750, strikes me because when I heard it as FEMA relief, I thought, what is that going to help with?
Right.
Well, I mean, what can you get for $750? That really doesn't seem like a lot at all.
Which is the same exact number I heard this morning on the news where they were talking about the myths, lies that are being told about what's going on down there. It's more than $750. It's like that initial immediately, but then there's more. Like they're not just giving them $750 and that's it.
Okay.
So
that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I was confused. Like that doesn't seem like a lot.
I'm going to
but
go on a limb
makes sense
and
that
say it's more.
That initial,
like
just to jumpstart something.
Like you need to buy groceries and you need to but then you're going to get more.
So you were saying D.
More than 750.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yep.
Splashers, get ready.
Come on.
We're gonna go out with a bang.
That's
Michele.
why I
We
said
are
I wanted
going
to
out with a
clarify. Is
bang.
it? It's not. You didn't say immediate.
I did not say immediate.
Okay.
The right answer is...
Feel the eyebrows. Let's do eyebrow.
Yeah.
D, more than $750.
Oh, thank
Way
goodness.
to logic it out.
Good
I'm so
job,
glad I
good
turned on
job.
the radio this morning.
People that have been affected by Hurricane Helene can have immediate access to $750 for their food, for baby formula, for initial needs.
Right.
But then they can access more funds.
Like if their whole house floats down the river, they're
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
For instance, the maximum amount for an individual FEMA grant is $42,500
Yeah,
for
that
housing
seems-
assistance. And then there's another $42,500 for other needs. Anyway, here's your final piece
Good
of
job.
the bridge. Your pot remains at $950.
Yay.
And there are no more trivia questions left.
Thank God. We're both winners.
Well, there's still the final test of this social experiment
Okay.
where we have to decide what you're going to do with this money. In this final bridge or splash, I'm going to give you the final pieces of the bridge. They either say bridge or splash. If you both choose to bridge, that means that you will split the pot in equal parts. But if one of you chooses to splash and steal the entire pot, then that means that the other one is going to leave with nothing and will get splashed. But what happens if the two of you choose to splash? In that case, you will both leave with nothing and
Maybe pneumonia.
will be splashed. I'm going to give these pieces to you. Talk it out and see what's on your mind before revealing the final decision. You have 1 minute, and that minute starts now.
I think, we worked really well as a team, and, I feel great camaraderie with you. I'm glad you shared your opinions with me. I appreciate that very much. However, my husband and I, the Rivers Casino is not too far away. I'm just saying we could have a whole day. I mean, dinner, gambling. I shouldn't say that, but it's true. Like that, it affects my decision.
I agree with all that you said. I think it's even though we don't agree, I've had a lot of fun, and I think it's been nice that we've been able to figure things out rightly and wrongly together. I think with the kitchen renovation, it's definitely tempting. It's not the casino, but
Ladies, please consider what you've just heard, and if you can trust the other person. We're going to separate you so that you can lock in your answer. Okay, ladies, your decisions are now locked in. Splashers, please get ready. Michele, please reveal your decision now.
Even though we have different opinions, I think we work together well. I want to go through this and continue to put it out there that we should be working together and talking with each other in a respectful and compassionate way. So that's why I'm going to bridge.
Okay. Angie has said that she was also going to bridge, but was she just playing you to steal the entire pot? Angie?
You're super sweet and nice and very knowledgeable.
Except for in geography.
So I feel kind of bad. But I don't because I'm gonna bridge.
Oh, yeah!
Yes!
You're very good at the suspense building. Yeah, here we go.
Yay!
That means that you both share the $950 pot in equal parts, meaning you're both leaving with $475. How do you feel?
Good, yes.
I'm gonna use it to go buy a sweater.
Okay, and we know you're going to the casino no matter what. Now, ladies, final question, and this one does not come with any money
Or water?
or water.
Okay, just
no.
checking.
After going through this social experiment, how do you feel?
I feel hopeful. We have the capability to have open discussions with each other. I think we should. I think it'll bridge a lot of gaps and kind of when you remember that we're all people, we all have families, we all love, and can be compassionate.
It's okay for people to have different opinions about their vote. It is that individual's vote. And to write somebody off 100%, if they're not hurting anyone, because there are people on the extremes on both ends who are racist or violent, but to cut somebody off without talking with them and understanding their personal why, I don't see how that helps our country going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hope that people can be respectful and ask questions and still disagree, can work together and create amazing things.
And in this case, win money.
Yeah, win money. Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
$950.
This was one of my favorite episodes to date. Angie and Michele are adorable. Also, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any content like this. What we're trying to do here is to remind folks that there's more people like you and I that are exhausted with all of the yelling and the pointing fingers and the drama that's currently happening in our country. And if you want to be a contestant on the show, you don't have to come to us. We're coming to you. So leave a comment below and let us know where we should go next. Bye-bye.